Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Digital Dollars, and today we have Karthik with us. Thank you so much for joining here. So Karthik, who are you? What do you do? How have you started this journey? Please share this with my audience.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for having me on your excellent show. So my name is Karthik Magapu, and I own and run a host of WordPress products. They are themes, plugins, and products which help people build digital websites, which help people build their own businesses and market these businesses around the world. So we've been in business for about 12 to 13 years now. We started in 2011 and we're about 80 people strong. We're in Pune. We're completely based in Pune. All of our customers are from around the world and they come to our websites, they buy our products and they go away, and then they use our products to make money, to build their own businesses. We provide them support digitally. So that is the new generation business model that has flourished in the last few years.
Right.
So we are embracing that as well.
Right. What's your most famous product till now?
So of the ones we have, I think CyberChimps Responsive, the original responsive theme. So it is our most famous product, but we have a long way to go. Other products are doing well. We are ambitious in growing this product and making it popular as well.
And how did you get the idea that you will venture into this field?
So I was working in a large IT company from 2001 till 2011, and after working there for 10 years, I decided that I want to work on my own. And so I resigned my job, went and found 4 people who were willing to work with me and started this company. And our first business was through a small acquisition. So we found a small product being sold in the US by a theme developer, and he didn't want to run it and maintain it anymore. So we acquired it from him and we started marketing it and selling it. So a lot of our businesses have been through acquisitions, but after we acquire them, we grow them and we nourish them.
So your background is in development or marketing?
It is originally was in development and then in sales and then in management.
Multi-talented.
Yes, you may say that. Jack of all.
Jack of all, right. So what was the turning point of your business? When did you think that now is the time that my business is like flourishing and I can make a real company out of this?
So I guess my story is a little different from maybe some of the people who start really young, because I had a history. I worked for about I ran my own business for 4 or 5 years straight out of college. And almost went bankrupt and shut it down and joined Infosys, worked in Infosys for 10 years, and then decided that I want to start my company again. So the second time around, I had a little more background of what is going to happen. So I was very scared of again starting a company which I'll have to shut down. So I started it the right way this time. So I started it with people. I made sure that the people I work with support me and who are eager to grow the business with me. I started it with a small amount of money. You don't need a large amount of money to make a business, but you need something. I think it was 4-5 lakhs, not more than that, right? It was a small amount of money which made sure that I can pay rent for a few months, that I can get people to join, and then also I put together some money to make a small acquisition. So my model was slightly different from the complete startup model.
What gave you the courage to, because you failed in your first business?
Correct.
Then you had a job. So what gave you the courage, I want to enter into this field again?
I think the courage came from the first failure. That once, it's like they say, the fear of something is worse than the event itself. तो एक बार पता चल गया कि ठीक है, fail हुआ, फिर भी कुछ हुआ नहीं. Life didn't end.
Right.
So you can try it again and you can attempt and you can go forward.
वो कीड़ा अंदर था ही कि करना है.
बिल्कुल था. In fact, when I started again, I realized that I wasted 10 years of my life in a job. It was a regret, a big regret.
So business कब आपका एकदम से shoot up किया? आप कोई ऐसा particular period where you saw your business shooting up?
So there have been ups and downs. So I don't see it as a sudden jump or an up. So there's steady increase. There are ups and downs, but we believe that sticking with it and continuously working on it will give us results better than last few years. That's all we look for. Are we doing better now than we were doing a few years ago? That's enough. That's enough motivation for me and our team.
Right. Now talking about AI, since you have mentioned it, what are your thoughts on AI, ChatGPT, the way it's progressing?
Yes.
What are your thoughts as a company? How are you tackling this? and your personal opinions on this. How are you using AI in your daily
Sure,
life?
I think it's wonderful. I think it's a powerful tool. It's a tool to amplify the capabilities of human beings. So just like the bicycle came, पहले आप 20 किलोमीटर दौड़ सकते थे, साइकिल से 200 किलोमीटर दौड़ पाए, फिर गाड़ी आया, फिर vehicles came, aircraft came, then tools and computing came. Computing was able to handle जो आप you couldn't manage 10,000 pages of data, now computers could crunch. Similarly, AI will bring in a model where things that are difficult for the human being can be done easily by the AI model or the AI software. The fear everybody has is about AI replacing humans, but I think I heard a lovely statement which I'd like to repeat here, saying AI will not replace you. A human using AI will replace you. So a one smart human being using AI will replace 4 human beings. तो 5 लोग का काम एक बंदा with AI can be replaced. We've already incorporated and encourage everyone in the company to use AI, to ask ChatGPT everything they can, to take help where they can. There's no shame in using AI unless you're trying to copy articles or whatever. There is some grayness around that, search engines are saying, but otherwise I would recommend use AI to its full potential. Leverage it in your business, in your work, learn from it. Don't do anything that AI can do better than you. There's no reason to. There is no reason to.
इसको business में आप कैसे incorporate करें, like अपने products में do you have any plans to integrate them?
Yes, there are very exciting plans. Lot of those plans are in the pipeline, right? So we have to use them in some form or another. We'll probably use them in support. We'll probably use AI in content suggestions. We'll probably use AI for SEO. The whole SEO world is going to go topsy-turvy anyway, but we'll use AI in various features. We're still in very, very early stages. Apne products are not yet AI enabled, so-called, but we'll definitely discuss that and implement that in the future.
Nice. I totally agree. जो आपने कहा ना कि AI will not replace humans, but humans using AI will definitely replace you.
Yes.
I totally agree with that. So how are you using AI in your personal life? अभी आप use कर रहे हो emails के लिए या?
Correct. So I'll tell you a personal experience. 3 दिन पहले my daughter is 13 and I got her to install to set up ChatGPT and said पहले तुम ChatGPT से पूछो फिर आके मेरा माथा खाओ.
I can relate. I am having a niece.
Right. So basically I think, as I said, it's just like पहले ज़माने में कंप्यूटर को some people used to say छोड़ो कंप्यूटर बेकार चीज़ है, पेपर पेन लाओ या कुछ और लाओ, but then there used to be some people who would embrace it. So now if you don't embrace AI, as I said, you're not taking advantage of what is available as a tool for you. So it can be wonderful. So I try to use it in as much as possible. Ask random questions. ऐसा नहीं कि सीधा उसको follow करो. So the guidance I would say is don't just copy the answer, but read the answer and then apply your mind. कि ऐसा कि आंसर का मतलब क्या है, इससे क्या होगा. Because what the answer is a condensed version of what information is out there. It only saves you the research. And then after that you still have to take a decision कि ये करना है, नहीं करना है, आगे बढ़ना है, पीछे हटना है.
Does it scare you the way the AI is progressing?
Yes, definitely scares me, but it scares me just like how just before आप वो क्या बोलते हैं, वो वाटर स्लाइड में ऊपर रहते हैं ना, इट्स टेरिफाइंग क्या होगा, पर देन नहीं, वापस नहीं जाना है, वी हैव टू गो डाउन नाउ.
आप तो फंस गए.
So it's exciting and scary at the same time, and I would that was what I would suggest to anybody. Don't be scared to that extent कि आप वापस आ जाओ. Fear से fear creates the best out of human beings when that fear is channeled in the right way. So I'm scared that if I don't innovate using AI, competitors will beat us. I'm scared that if we don't use AI, our cost of doing work will rise. I'm scared if we don't use AI, we'll make more mistakes than we need to make. So we should be driven by that fear to channel the new opportunities we have using AI.
Right. Coming on to your team, I just heard that you have built a 80 people team.
Correct, yes.
And then you are having a large office here in Pune.
Yes, we have capacity of 150. We're going to grow to 150 soon.
So you are hiring more people?
Yes, we're hiring. another 50 or 60 people over the next 6 months.
Wow. And how do you hire them? Like, I think
So-
the team is one of the most
Absolutely,
crucial
very,
factors.
very correctly said. So hiring is, I would say, another facet of customer acquisition or sales. कई लोगों को लगता है कि sales tough है, बाकी सब easy है. But hiring and sales are very similar because hiring में you're selling your company, you're selling your brand, you're energizing people to come and invest their time with you. It's just like telling people to buy your product. You're selling your story. So hiring should always be looked upon. Your salesperson and your recruiter are both the same. Because recruiter is not someone who just calls people and say you want to join. That is not hiring. Hiring is when you encourage, when you motivate people to join you because of the magic you can do for them in their careers. So you said it right. Hiring is the most critical success factor in most businesses. And we've experienced it ourselves. When we hire the right people, our business is easy. When we hire the wrong people, not only does business become difficult, others also feel uncomfortable. So hiring is very important. You can't hire too many, you can't hire too less, you can't hire the wrong person. So there's very fine balance. You've got to maintain that all.
एंड हाउ आर यू मैनेजिंग योर टीम? लाइक अब तो काफ़ी बढ़ गए हैं. शुरुआत में तो काफ़ी इजी होता होगा, 5 लोग 10 लोग, बट देन इस स्केल पे जाना एंड देन इतनी बड़ी टीम को मैनेज करना.
So one of the good things is the 10-11 years of working in Infosys taught us about management techniques, taught me about structure, about teams, about points of responsibility, manager कहाँ होना चाहिए, manager का role क्या है, individual का क्या role है. So we lean heavily on that rich learning that I've picked up from Infosys and from the best practices there. So
तो शायद से बिजनेस फेल होना कहीं ना कहीं अच्छा ही हुआ.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. So I see that as a कि साइकिल से गिर गए. तो ये थोड़ी मतलब कि साइकिल कभी चलाएंगे नहीं लाइफ में.
नेक्स्ट टाइम और बेटर हो गया.
Exactly.
नाइस. एंड व्हाट डू यू थिंक टीम को सबसे ज़्यादा क्या मोटिवेट करता है? इज इट द मनी, या इज इट द लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस, या इज इट द मिक्स ऑफ थिंग्स? व्हाट डू यू थिंक कि टीम को कैसे मोटिवेट?
Very interesting question. Just a few months ago, I was discussing this with some of my senior people and co-founders. So when we started the company, motivation of team was different. Motivation was steady salary, कि predictable आ जाना चाहिए हर महीना, job security, कि ठीक है मैं कर आऊँ जाऊँ, ऐसा सडनली ये नहीं कि तुम्हारा जॉब गया. एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स क्वालिटी ऑफ वर्क एंड वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस, वो सब थर्ड फोर्थ फिफ्थ. पहला था स्टेडी सैलरी, गुड सैलरी बट स्टेडी एंड प्रिडिक्टेबल. एंड दिस वाज व्हाट वाज द फर्स्ट 6, 7, 8 years. But now I see a different trend. Steady salary is appreciated but it is not number one. High salary is appreciated but not number one. Predictable salary is also appreciated. So what is number one, as you touched upon it? Quality of work, work-life balance, motivation for individuals.
So it keeps on changing.
Yes,
time to
and
time.
I've seen this change. Just in the 11, 12 years that we have been in business, I've seen this change. Today, freshers, engineers, designers, marketers, they're motivated by things bigger than just salary and job. बोलते हैं ठीक है, जॉब गया तो दूसरा जॉब आ जाएगा. ठीक है, बट काम क्या है? How do I make a difference? How will you hear what I give, ideas I give you?
तो sense of belongingness होनी चाहिए शायद.
Yes. I'm appreciated. There's another trend I'm seeing a lot in just 4-5 years. There are so many people who resign and then search for a job. ये तो हमारे जमाने में तो कभी हुआ नहीं था. पहले तो while working and then notice period serve करो. अभी बोलते छोड़ो यार, नौकरी जाएगा, मिल जाएगा job. And then confidently people are going. I'm terrified of that. I think ऐसे कैसे? But people are doing it and they're doing it successfully as well. It's a trend I'm seeing. It's I can't say positive or negative, but it's a trend I'm seeing.
So अभी आपकी टीम ऑफलाइन है?
Yes, पूरा ऑफलाइन है. कोविड में we were fully online. Sorry, पूरा ऑफलाइन है, पूरा इन ऑफिस. कोविड में we were completely remote, but we faced a lot of challenges. We found all the problems of working remote. I'm a fan of working remote, but we haven't cracked the story yet. We haven't cracked the code yet. I'm very humble in saying भैया हमको नहीं आता.
हाँ.
ये नहीं कि बेकार है. Working from home is not बेकार. It's excellent. It can have great benefits, but we haven't cracked the code on how to make it effective for everyone. So in the meanwhile, we are saying, please everybody come to office. चाय पियो, हंसी मजाक करो और सीखो एक दूसरे से और काम करो.
कोविड का क्या इम्पैक्ट रहा था?
Ups and downs. We lost people because या तो उनको family pressures थे, problems थे, या they decided to move somewhere else. तो team काफ़ी churn हुआ COVID में. Customer focus भी काफ़ी churn हुआ. It gave us an advantage that we could take a break and we could think of our business. So we made some changes in our business during COVID as well. It gave us more time with our families, me personally and everybody in our team. It gave us time with our families. That also gave a different perspective. So good and bad, as you said, it's all part of the game. Aya, we learned something from it. Abhi gaya, we're learning something. We're applying those lessons.
Nice. Now coming on to the big question.
Okay.
Regarding the money that you are making right now, and what do you think the amount of money that one should earn as per you?
Okay, that's a question I love answering, and it's a question that many people have discussed with. So it's very simple. I would say that your objective in life would be to become a billionaire. Now, I have a different definition of a billionaire. Billionaire is someone who spends less than he earns. Full stop. That's the only definition of a billionaire that I recognize. Whatever he wants, he has the money for it. And he or she constrains their desires to match what they earn. This might seem कि यार ये तो अपना दिल घोटना है या you suppress your desires and whatever, but the reality is there is no end to desire. You can have 2 phones, 3 cars, 4 houses, 6 vacation homes, still desire more. Right? The person who has, I'm not saying live a sadhu wala life and kuch mat karo, desire good things in life, but remember that this desire will never end. So I would say I'm earning enough money because I'm able to get whatever I want. There is a small amount of saying, अरे और होता तो ये करते, ये करते, ये करते, but I'm not fully motivated by that. I would suggest to people, you put a baseline, you put a desire of how much you should earn and what you should earn, and figure out how to earn that. Nowadays it's not so difficult.
Do you think there is some compromises, like if I am setting the bar too high, then I may need to compromise on my work life?
Absolutely correct. That's a very
and you should be ready.
You should be ready. So
that.
People don't know the price of what they are asking. They say, be careful what you wish for, because you may get it and you don't know the price you have to pay for it. कई बार होता है कि maybe after 20 years of working very hard and working differently and earning a lot of money, you may regret, अरे I didn't spend time with somebody, I didn't follow my hobby, I didn't do traveling or whatever. So which is also a lovely thing I see nowadays, that there are ways to earn money while enjoying your life, while traveling, while meeting people, food blogging or video blogging like you're doing, or so many other things. It's not just for doctor, engineer, या computer science, computer coder बनना है. Those are not just the 3 options that are in front of us. So it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time. So many ways to make money. So most of them touch the internet in some way or another. But you can really follow your passion and also make money today.
आपकी लाइफ का कोई रिग्रेट?
2-3 छोटे रिग्रेट्स हैं, नॉट वेरी बिग, बट एक रिग्रेट तो पॉसिबली लीविंग माय फर्स्ट कंपनी एंड स्टार्टिंग अ जॉब, बिकॉज आई सी कि if I just stuck with it, I would have learned so many more lessons. While yes, the job also taught me lessons, but that's one thing. Saying if I had just stuck with it, we would have figured out a way, rather than shutting it down and joining a company.
अगर आज आपको $20 million मिले, क्या करेंगे आप उसका?
Good question. पहले तो कन्वर्ट करूंगा कि रुपीस में कितने होते हैं and see कि क्या कर सकते हैं. But I am a traditional person. I don't think I'll go and buy a Ferrari or a expensive car. I'll probably put it in a fixed deposit. Or maybe buy a share. a dividend share and be very excited कि अरे इतना पैसा अभी बिना कुछ काम किए इतना पैसा मिलेगा पर as a returns. So I'd probably invest it. Probably do some charity and probably invest it.
कुछ नया टूल या कुछ नए बिजनेस आइडियाज में इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए?
So my thinking is that नया बिजनेस या नया टूल इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए पैसे की जरूरत नहीं है. It is somebody नया बिजनेस करने के लिए you need to be little crazy. You need to be fearless and you need to be able to have the passion to sacrifice to make that business come to success. पैसा तो investors and people with money are chasing to find such passionate people. कि ए इसमें आग है, चलो I'll give him the money to burn that fire. So it never the truth that people who say अरे I have great business ideas, पैसे नहीं है. That's not true. You build a great business idea, try to start in a small way, and the universe will give you money. Money is not normally the blocker. It becomes the blocker if you believe it is the blocker.
अभी आप अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ को कैसे मैनेज कर रहे हैं? Like we are here at 9 p.m. right now. Almost it's around 9.
So I feel from the time I resigned and after 2-3 years after starting work, I find that if you enjoy your work and you're motivated, then it's a very easy thing. Because stress तब आता है तब जब आपको जबरदस्ती आपके I would say liking के against कुछ काम किया जाए. So sometimes if I need to go early to manage, let's say my children's function or some medical situation or what, I don't feel guilty. कि ठीक है, I give all at other times, so आज मैं कम कर रहा हूँ. And sometimes when I need to put in more time, I don't feel guilty because I know that I'm also spending quality time with my family. So I would say कि ये जो work-life balance है is not to be measured in hours. It is to be measured in the quality of time you spend both in work and in family with family.
आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है अभी तक की? एक तो आपने कहा फिक्स डिपॉजिट.
So fixed deposit तो ठीक है safe है, but equity is there. Invest in good companies because see, and don't invest because the share price is low. Invest if the share price can go higher. This is a big mistake everybody makes. अरे ये सस्ता है यार, शेयर बहुत सस्ता है, अरे maybe it's going to go bankrupt, इसलिए सस्ता है. Don't do that. Look at what that business is doing and say कि will they grow even higher? Then invest in it. Then it's a good. So वो equity में, but mostly I invest back into my own business. So invest in people, invest in customers, invest in marketing, invest in sales in our own business. So any free money. So we have not raised money from anyone. We either spend the money that our customers give us, or I invest my own money because I have faith that there is a business opportunity that
कभी लॉस हुआ आपको इन्वेस्ट?
Yes, losses बहुत हुए.
क्या था आपका सबसे बड़ा लॉस?
Losses were when we acquired a business and then we found very soon कि ये तो ठप हो गया. जितना रेवेन्यू आ रहा था वो तो ठप हो गया, तो जितना हमने पे किया वो तो पूरा नुकसान हो गया. Then losses.
क्या था उसका like estimation किस प्राइस पर आपने उसको?
वो अलग रेंजेस पे थे and things like that. But कभी कभी 2 लाख 5 लाख का नुकसान, कभी कभी हायर वैल्यू का नुकसान. But what I have found is, one thing I have learned over the years is that we are trained to react negatively to losses. छोटा नुकसान या बड़ा नुकसान, normally the pain is the same. And that is why sometimes we react too sharply to small nuksans. And as a result of it, बड़ा नुकसान का avoid नहीं कर पाते बड़ा नुकसान. I'll give you an example. मतलब when a small mistake is done and you lose 1 लाख रुपए, 2 लाख रुपए or something like that, you spend too much time in trying to recover that 2 lakh. And as a result, you make another 20 lakh का नुकसान which you didn't see directly. You can't see directly. So there is this concept in economics called sunk cost. मतलब वो हो गया खर्चा, उसको मत गिनो. तो हो गया, अभी आगे जाके देखो कि कैसे और कमा सकते हैं या कर सकते हैं. So I'm a big believer in the sunk cost principle कि नुकसान तो नुकसान doesn't matter. Same way with profit also. Profit हो गया तो उसके पीछे you can't sit celebrating that. You have to look at future and see how you can create more.
Are you feeling any effect of recession right now?
No. Very simple answer, no. Why I say that is I think until you become 15 or 20 or 30 million dollars in revenue, these macroeconomic trends don't touch you. It is like if you build a product that is priced fairly and there is demand for it, the internet makes sure that people will buy it.
How to build a product? Like आपने 5 जनों की टीम थी आपकी, 5 लाख रुपए मैक्सिमम, वहाँ से आपने प्रोडक्ट को एक काफ़ी सब्सटैंशियल लेवल पे बिल्ड किया. If someone wants to enter into this business right now, क्या एडवाइस रहेगी उसके लिए?
So multiple advices. See, you have to first make a proper plan in your mind and don't go to these MBA books for the plan. Go to your own mind. How will I make money? Where will this money come from? Do I have the money needed for this? And what functions will I contribute to? So building a product is a complex task, very complex task, and it's not always profitable at the end of it. Number of products which are built and abandoned is huge. So if you are very passionate about a product, I would recommend get a variety of people to work with you. Technology is important, finance is important, marketing is important. Rarely will you find one person can do all these things.
Right.
तो आप दोस्त को ढूंढो, पार्टनर को ढूंढो, co-founder को ढूंढो, who can bring these skills into the group who starts that function. ऐसा नहीं कि you need lot of money, nor do you need lot of skills, but you need the critical skills. And you have to decide your product based on the money you have. So if you have less money, then build a product that will quickly start selling something and you'll start generating some money. If you have a lot of money, then you can afford to build a research product or R&D product which पहले आप बहुत पैसे खर्चो, अच्छा सा product बनाओ फिर बेचो. उसमें rewards भी हो सकते हैं but risk भी बहुत है, but you should be able to afford it. But I would suggest don't take loans for product building. Investment लो. VC is fine. VC का मतलब an investment is what कि he's also participating in the risk. कि product ठप गया तो he's also lost his money. लोन में क्या है, product ठप गया तो आपका घर लेना आएगा वो. Don't do that. Don't risk your assets. Find partners.
रिस्की बिजनेस है ये?
रिस्की तो है, कोई भी बिजनेस रिस्की है, but it's
compared to offline या e-commerce, do you think product building is a riskier business?
No. I don't think it's riskier. It's as risky as building any business. It's just that आपको दिखता नहीं है तो ऐसा लगता है रिस्की है. जैसे ही आपको तरीका दिख जाता है, it becomes easy.
आपके जर्नी में सबसे डिफिकल्ट मोमेंट कौन सा था?
I would say एक नहीं, काफ़ी होती है कई, like one or two when see one of the things with businesses is कि कई बार your challenges are thrown at you which are beyond your control and you feel frustrated. कि मैंने क्या किया गलत, या let's say there is some malware attack and something happens to your website. जब हम छोटे थे तो ऐसे हुआ था. We had वो क्या बोलते हैं, Bitcoin मांगते हैं ना, after they encrypt your website. So we had an attack like this. We had some financial attacks. So ऐसे होते तो you get very stressed and you get very
hacking attempts.
Or successful hacks also. We had situations where one or two of our websites got hacked also. Luckily we had backups and we were able to recover. But तब समझ में आता है कि how many things can go wrong. आपको लग रहा है चुपचाप आप happily अच्छे से कर रहे हो, everything is fine. No, lot of things can happen from everywhere. So multiple, हर 2-3 साल में ऐसे आते हैं challenges and I feel difficult. It's at that time I feel stressed and difficult. But then I remember कि we've been through.
कोई ऐसा challenge जहाँ आपको लगा कि यार अब तो गए?
So I'll tell you honestly, कई बार होता है ऐसे. And privately I feel that. But then I drink some coffee, think calmly and then say ठीक है. We have handled worse situations. And one of the things I tell myself and I also tell my team कि जब बड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है और सब टेंशन में होता है ना, तो I tell remember one thing, हमने किसी को मारा नहीं है. सिंपल सा चीज है, कुछ पैसे का नुकसान हो गया या कुछ सॉरी बोल देंगे यार और आगे जाएंगे. कुछ मर्डर नहीं हो गया यहाँ पे कि you have to feel so depressed. Sometimes it looks like that. You need to tell yourself that. बड़ा सा जब नुकसान हो जाता है या कुछ लफड़ा हो जाता है, our brain makes it bigger than it really is. And then after a few days we realize कि हाँ यार उसके लिए इतना टेंशन क्यों किया हमने. It's not was not worth it.
Worst advice.
Worst advice तो बहुत मिली है worst advice, and I can see now that it was worst advice. So one of the worst advices that somebody said is कि नहीं पागल मत बन, don't start a company. ये इतना salary बनते बनते पागल हो जाओगे. Because you know when you're working in a job, safety, 9 to 5, perquisites, ये वो, so it's very easy. So a lot of people told me कि नहीं मेरे कज़न का नुकसान हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया, डोंट स्टार्ट योर ओन कंपनी. दैट वाज बैड एडवाइस व्हिच आई फील इज नॉट नेसेसरली. Another bad advice I received, which I'm grateful I didn't listen to, let me share. It won't work. Most of the time when somebody tells you it won't work, it's bad advice. Not because I'm sure it will work, but the person who is giving the advice cannot know. तो उसको पता नहीं है, तो why is telling you as if he knows? So this is a problem. See, when we ask people advice, we are asking them their opinion. The truth is neither do I know nor does that person know. But especially if he's a respected person, or if he's a पैसे वाला trusted person or a celebrity, तो आपको लगता है यार इसने बोल दिया कि it won't work, तो now खत्म, I won't. So the worst advice I have received and which you can give to people is tell them it won't work, because you don't know. It can work under the right circumstance.
Right. आपकी लाइफ की फिलॉसफी क्या है in 3 words?
Enjoy life's ups and downs. So when you're up, enjoy. Wow. कितना बढ़िया चल लग रहा है इधर. When you're down, बोल ठीक है, up भी आएगा. And the joy of an up after a down is so much sweeter.
Nice. If you can change something in your past, what would that be?
Very little, because I realized something. that एक चीज कभी change नहीं कर सकते.
Past.
नहीं. एक चीज in the past.
So it will, वो cycle चालू हो जाएगी.
So I'm very scared.
That reminds me of the movie Back to the Future.
Yes, Back to the Future. So क्या है कि एक चीज change कर दिया, तो पता नहीं what will happen to my new life. That's very scary. You can't assume कि मैं एक वो change करता, बाकी सब कुछ वैसे ही रहता, सिर्फ वो change होता. You can't say. So I think I enjoy the finality of the past. I have no desire to change the past. I would like to change the future by taking actions in the present.
फ्यूचर में क्या चेंज करना है आपको?
So I would use the past lessons के saying कि ठीक है वो हुआ, I will not go and change that, but वो सीख के I'll do something now, so future नहीं होता ऐसा. Business decisions, health decisions, family decisions.
अब एक काफ़ी बोरिंग क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा.
बिल्कुल.
जो शायद से आपने भी पूछा होगा अपने कैंडिडेट से.
बिल्कुल.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
To be honest, to be very honest, it's a question that many times I'll tell you. I'll tell you where, before I give you a little background before I answer this directly. Just a few months ago, we celebrated our 11th, 12th anniversary. It doesn't feel like 12 years.
Wow.
So I think I'll be doing this only in the next 5 years. Because ऐसा लग रहा है कि ऐसे snap किया हमने, and it was 2011 में when we started. Now it is 23. So I think I'll be doing something fun. I'll be learning from our mistakes of today, and we will be doing something different. We'll be doing something at a bigger scale, and there'll be great excitement, fear, and joy all around. Is what I perceive. Because when you plan things, life in that way, there's no right and wrong. You're really excited. It's like asking कि 5 साल बाद कौन सी पिक्चर देखोगे? पता नहीं यार, बट देखेंगे तो सही. कुछ तो मजेदार पिक्चर देखेंगे.
Right. आपका कोई नाइटमेयर?
Oh, nightmare. I have a big nightmare about my health. Yes. So I realized a few years ago, health is very important. Right? You can buy assets, you can buy things, but health is most critical. So nightmare is becoming, is suffering in health. So I'm trying to put some actions to avoid that nightmare coming true.
Now my last question to you is, how do you feel today? Like starting from there, losing your the first company that you started, then job, then वापस से start करना. So how do you feel today in 2023?
Great, very great. I think, as I said, I'm very grateful. Not only great, I'm very grateful. Not because I'm not grateful because I've got a lot of things or a lot of success. That is ups and downs. But I'm grateful that I'm still able to look into the future. I am very grateful that I'm able to learn from the past. I'm able to understand that regret about the past is useless. I'm very excited about the future. I'm fearful of the future. So I think it's a combination.
Do you feel you are lucky?
Definitely.
Luck
Without
plays a role.
Massive role. But I also feel that you have to buy the lottery ticket to win it.
So you are like, buy a lot of tickets.
Correct.
Sometimes you may win.
Correct. Exactly. So you can't sit at home and say, when will I win the lottery? Ticket खरीदा कि नहीं?
That makes sense.
Correct. So I think all of us are lucky, but the ones who buy the tickets, they win the prizes. So starting a business is like buying a lottery ticket. Starting a product is a lottery ticket. Hiring people is a lottery ticket. Working with customers is a lottery ticket. Keep buying these lottery tickets. Some of them will give you zero. Some of them will give you your massive returns.
So अपनी धार को तेज करते रहो.
Yes.
कभी ना कभी कड़े आएगा.
Yes, बिल्कुल. Well said. अच्छे से. बहुत बढ़िया.
Any last point that you would like to share to someone who is starting, या जो भी small business owners है?
I think you should, if you have the clarity that you want to start, please start. Don't let these people tell you that नहीं चलेगा, that you won't do well. Learn from your mistakes. Just make sure that you start something that you understand. Don't go by trends and hype. You understand something. Figure out, it's very simple. Making a business is not complicated. It's about building something that somebody wants and who's willing to exchange money for it. Just remember that. Build something, a product or a service that somebody wants and willing to pay you money for it. That's it. Nothing else. And then build from that.
Got it. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you so much.
काफी
Thank you very
insightful था.
much.
मुझे काफी मजा आया.
बिल्कुल. Thank you very much. I also enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.